This is Paradise Ocean Hotel. Written by Nick Haskins. Narration by Reese. Chapter 2. I Don't Care. With Tamara still panting, Sherry says, "Breathe, honey," looking at her as if her braids were on fire. After she takes a quick few gulps of air, Sherry asks, "Now, what did you just say?" "I said there is a dead girl in room 129. Tamara finally got her words out, with Sherry bolting from behind the front desk to console her. She softly places her hand on Tamara's back when she asks, "She's in room 129? Where? In the bathroom? The bedroom? On the bed?" She's on her back, stiff as hell, with the comforter pulled up to her throat. Sherry quickly asks, "Are you sure she wasn't sleeping?" Tamara looks at her like she's about to slap her. "Sherry, I know a dead body when I see one, and there's..." Tamara starts to cry. "Blood everywhere?" Sherry spins around on her heels. "Dear God, I'm heading down there now, but first I'm calling the cops." Sherry picks up the phone and starts dialing until Mr. Lee walks up and holds down the hook switch. "I'll make the call, Sherry. Not you. Not up here." "Okay, that's fine. I'll head down to the room to ensure everything is secure." When Sherry shoots down the back hallway towards the room with the dead body in it, Mr. Lee stops her. "Sherry, wait." She turns to him. "What is it, sir?" Mr. Lee grabs the main keys from the counter and hurries around the front desk. "I'll go. You go find the janitor to tell him what's going on." "Where is he?" "Last time I saw him, he was on the rooftop around the Sky Lounge. Some kids were being unruly and disrespectful to some of the elderly guests there earlier, so I asked him to hang around up there for a bit." "Okay, I'll head up there now." Mr. Lee looks at the walkie-talkie in Sherry's hand as she walks off. "Sherry, tell Mike what's going on, but not over the radio or in front of the guests." When Sherry turned and headed toward the elevator, Mr. Lee stopped her again. "Sherry." When she turns back at him, she looks scared, and there are tears in her eyes, though they do not fall. "Yes, sir." "Relax and keep your cool. We're going to get through this. We're professionals," Mr. Lee says. "Got it?" Looking right at Sherry. "I got it." When she enters the elevator, Mr. Lee looks at Tamara and says, "Got it?" Tamara exhales, stands up straight, and stops breathing like she's about to take her last breath. She then walks around the front desk and says, "I got it." "Good. Now, Tamara, make no calls. Talk to no one, especially not the guests. I got that too, but I don't think I can stay up here and work alone." Tamara stretches her shaking hands out in front of her. "Look at my hands. They're shaking like leaves. And so are my knees." "Tamara, you got this. Now, I need you to pull it together and man the place for just a bit, okay? I'm dependent on you. Can you handle it?" Tamara takes another deep breath. "I can handle it. I got it." "Good. I'll be back." When Mr. Lee walked off, Tamara was pacing back and forth when the phone started to ring. She snatched it up and quickly said, "Paradise Ocean Hotel, this is Tamara," all in one breath. When the caller asks, "What are your rates for a cottage this Saturday night?" Tamara pulls up the prices on the computer. She asks, "Are you looking for a 1 or 2 bedroom cottage?" She then freezes, watching a young, lanky black dude enter the hotel. He's cute, tall, and he has on nice clothes. His shirt is unbuttoned, showing all the tattoos on his chest and stomach. There are a few tats on his neck and on the right side of his face, too. With him now standing in front of her, Tamara turns pale, like she did after she saw the dead body earlier. To her caller, she says, "Sir, would you like to make a reservation?" But he doesn't respond. Tamara then asks, "Are you still there?" with her eyes on the guy standing in front of the desk. Hello? Hello? Sounds like he hung up. Once Tamara slams the receiver down, she asks, Jonathan, what the hell are you doing here? She quickly looks around and drops her voice. I thought we agreed last time that was it. You cannot stay here. You know that. Man, we didn't agree on shit. You left and you never came back is what you did. Jonathan, you know why I left. I need a room. Tamara looks at all the custom moissanite 14-karat diamond rings he has on every finger as he stands and starts counting through $150 bills. What are you counting money for, Jonathan? I just told you can't stay here. You almost got me killed last time. Hell no. You almost got yourself jammed up because you was being sloppy and not doing what the fuck I was telling you to do with my shit. But this time, Jonathan, that dude you had me take that brick to pulled a gun on me. That's because you was acting like the feds, calling this man by his government when you know you shouldn't have been saying his name at all. When I walked up to him, I simply asked if he was the guy you had been talking about all day. I didn't know that was a crime. He was going to kill you if I hadn't come out there. Jonathan smirks. But it's cool. I brought a runner with me this time. You keep saying this time. What's up with that? With Tamara glaring at him, Jonathan says, I ran up on some unexpected work down here in Magic City, so I'm going to be in Miami for a week. Jonathan, no. The only no's I want to hear is no room service and no maid cleanup. So you and your girls and that big ass lady stay away from my shit. After laying a bunch of money on the front desk, he says, I want a cottage, 2 bedrooms. The 2-bedroom cottage is out of service. It's not, but Jonathan didn't have to know that. Then give me the motherfucker with the 3 bedrooms and stop fucking with me. The fuck? Tamara's head quickly pivots, hoping Mr. Lee is nowhere around. Would you please keep your voice down? My boss is right down the hall. He stares at her before he says, Then give me the key, shut the fuck up, and hold the staff off my cottage like I said. Well, I'll show that video we made last time. I'm sure your boss and coworkers would love to see that shit, huh? That pretty brown round ass getting fucked good after hours. Jonathan grabs himself, looking right at her. Just thinking about that shit got me horny. Tamara swats his hand away when he reaches over and pinches her nipple that's poking through her white uniform shirt. Second thought, I want you in my room tonight when you get off. Tamara watches as 3 police cars speed through the main entrance and head for the back of the hotel. Jonathan, this is the wrong time. This place is about to swarm with more and more cops. A girl got killed here today. I don't care. Jonathan, please. It's too hot right now. She tries to warn Jonathan, knowing how much dope he probably has on him. But the way he's looking at her, he's not trying to hear it. Tamara met Jonathan King only a year and a half ago here at the hotel. When he first came in looking for a room, Tamara thought he was so fine, with money, which turned her on, until she realized how much of a childish asshole he was. After he asked for her number, they began hanging out. The first week was cool, but week 2, he started doing dumb shit, like having her make a sale to a paranoid whacked-out junkie that pulled a gun on her. And then there's the issue of him recording them having sex. When his iPhone flipped off the dresser one night, Tamara realized it had been recording the whole time, so she lost it. She got dressed and was out of there within minutes. She cussed Jonathan out so bad before she left and told him to never show up again. But here he is, demanding a room. With Tamara's eyes glued to the cop cars still pouring in, Jonathan starts getting mad. She looks at him when he slams his fist down onto the counter. Jonathan! Fuck that. First you stand up here talking about y'all shit out of service when I know it's not. And now you talking about the police? You a dumb bitch, bro. But you know, don't none of that shit work on me. When he throws over $1,200 down, he says, There's the money. Now where the fuck is my key, Tamara? Don't have me start tripping in here. Okay, all right. Tamara quickly grabs 2 key cards from the drawer so she can program them. Once she is finished, she tossed the cards onto the counter. Here. Jonathan snatches the keys and heads for the door as the reservation form is printing. I'm out. Jonathan, wait. You have to sign the invoice. I ain't signing shit. Just be at my room when you get off, or I'm gonna come tear this motherfucker up. With Jonathan heading out of the revolving doors with 2 key cards, Tamara just stands there, watching him.